I want to tell you something that actually changed the way I think. So, a few years back, I went to a wedding. You know weddings, right? Loud music, too much food, random uncles asking you about your marks. Anyway, in one corner, there was this guy just sitting quietly. Simple clothes, no fancy watch, no showing off. Honestly, he looked like the most boring guy at the whole wedding. Later, someone told me, "Bro, that guy owns a huge company. He's got more money than half the people dancing on that dance floor." And I was shocked, like genuinely shocked. Because in my head, successful people are supposed to look cool, confident, loud, always talking big. But this guy, totally chill, totally normal.
So I got curious. I walked up to him and just asked straight up, "Bro, what's your secret? What do you do that's different from everyone else?" And you know what he told me? He said, "I read books every single day. That's basically it." I actually laughed a little. Like, that's it? Reading books? That felt too simple to be the big secret of success. But then he explained it, and it actually made a lot of sense. So let me explain it to you the way he explained it to me. Okay, think about this. You know how in video games there are levels, right? And in some games, someone who's already finished the game can give you tips, like, "Hey, don't go that way, there's a trap," or "Use this weapon here, it works better." That saves you so much time. You don't have to fail 10 times to figure it out yourself. Someone already did the hard part for you. Books are exactly like that, but for real life. Someone spent maybe 20 or 30 years figuring something out. They failed 100 times. They made mistakes. They got back up. And then they wrote a book explaining everything they learned. So when you read that book, you're not starting from zero. You're getting their entire experience, packed into just a few hours of reading. That's insane if you think about it. You basically get a cheat code for life. Now, here's something important. Successful people aren't magically smarter than everyone else. A lot of them will tell you this themselves. They're not geniuses. They just know more stuff because they took the time to learn from people who already went through it. And there's another cool thing books do. They train your brain to focus. Think about it, right? Now, most of us can't even watch a 5-minute video without wanting to skip ahead or check our phone. Everything is fast, fast, fast. But when you read a book, even for 15 minutes, your brain slows down and actually focuses on one thing. That's like exercise, but for your mind instead of your body. And don't worry, nobody's saying you need to read 100 books a year to be successful. Even reading just 10 pages a day is enough. 10 pages doesn't sound like much, right? But by the end of the year, that's over 3,000 pages. That's a lot of new ideas going into your brain, little by little, without you even noticing. After that wedding, I actually started reading more myself. Not because I wanted to become rich overnight, I was just curious. Like, what am I missing out on? And slowly, without even realizing it, I started noticing changes. The way I made decisions got better. The way I handled stressful situations changed too. Even random conversations with people, I started understanding them better because I had read about how other people think and act. So here's the truth, and I want you to really remember this. Successful people didn't become successful by luck. And reading wasn't some random hobby for them either. It was a habit, something small they did every single day, way before anyone even called them successful. If you ever tell yourself, "I don't have time to read," honestly, you probably do have time. You've just never made it a habit yet. Even 10 minutes a day is enough to start. Sometimes the biggest changes in your life don't come from one huge moment. They come from small little habits, repeated again and again, day after day, until one day you look back and realize how much you've grown. If this made sense to you, do me a favor. Hit like, subscribe if you're new here, and tell me in the comments, what's one book you've read that actually taught you something cool?